Namaste. Today I am planning to show you this cute little baby hat using crochet. Now once you master the art of making this baby hat, you can even gift it to little darlings in your family and friend circle. So for making this hat, we just require some wool and a crochet needle. So before starting, I'll just show you this chart. I just noted down some important points. This you can keep it as a reference. This actually gives an idea of the measurement that we have to take while making baby hats. So for a newborn baby, the diameter has to be 3.5 inches and the length should be 5 inches. For a baby of 0 to 3 months, the dia should be 4 inch and the length should be around 6 inch. So for a baby of 3 to 6 months, the dia should be 4.5 inch, the length should be 7 inch. And the list goes on like this. You can just keep it as a reference. But today I'll be dealing with a baby hat for 0 to 3 months. So the dia has to be 4 inch and the length has to be 6 inch. So what I mean by the dia is this. So this is the dia. So here we have to keep it at 4 inch and by length. This is the length of the hat, that is from here to here. So the length has to be around 6 to 6.5 inches. So here I had jotted down some important points how to start making this baby hat. So for that I'll just read. I'll be making 5 chains, then making a circle with a slip stitch. Into the circle we have to make 10 HDC. That will be our first row. So we'll start off like that. So first I'll be making 5 chains. So for that we have to make a loop. These things I have already discussed in my earlier videos. Anyway, I'll be showing you again. So I have made a loop. I'll be making 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now I'll be making a circle by making a slip stitch like this. I'll be inserting it into the first chain. I'll be doing a slip stitch and a tiny circle is formed here. Now into this circle I'll be making 10 HDC. Now HDC refers to half double crochet. This is just a stitch that I am using today, but you can go in for any basic stitches like single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet and the like. Here today I'll be doing HDC, that is half double crochet, for making this baby hat. So I'll be making 10 HDC into this circle. So for HDC I'll take yarn over. I will insert it into the circle, again yarn over. Now I had 3 loops like this. I'll be taking yarn over and bring this yarn through all the 3 loops. I'll repeat again, yarn over. I'll insert it through this circle, yarn over. I have got 3 loops here, yarn over. I'll be taking this yarn through all the 3 loops. So I have made 2 half double crochet like this. I'll be making 8 more. So I'll do it quickly because these things I already discussed in my earlier video. I will just put the link in the description box. You can just have a look in case you feel so. So this is 2. I'll go in for 8 more. Now I have made 10 HDC into this circle and now I'll be closing the first row with a slip stitch like this. This is the slip stitch and our first round is complete. So in order to know that the first round is complete, I will just mark it with a safety pin. This is just in order to know where our row ends and where our row starts. So now I'll be starting with our second row. For that, I'll just read it. We have to make an increase. By an increase, what I mean is we have to put 2 HDC, that is we have to make 2 HDC in 1 HDC of the previous row in each HDC. So we get 20 HDCs, that is we make an increase in all the 10 HDC, that is we get 20 HDCs in the second row. So I'll just show you. So for HDCs I'll put 2 chains like this. So I'll make 1 HDC in the same stitch. I repeat this, I'll make an increase in all the 9. So I have total 20. This is 1 and 2. Again in the next stitch I'll make 1 and 2. So I have to repeat doing the same thing, that is I have to make 2 HDCs in the HDC of the previous row. So we get a total of 20 HDCs. So let me just do that. Now we have reached the last point here. I'll make 2 HDC here also. So our second row is complete. Now I'll again put the safety pin here and we have to start with our third row. So in the third row, what we have to do is we have to make an increase in the first, then 1 HDC in the next, again an increase, again 1 HDC in the next, and we have to repeat this. So by the time we complete the third row, we will get 30 HDCs. I'll show you. So in the first, I will go for an increase. So by increase, what I mean is, we have to make 2 HDCs in the same stitch. So let us now concentrate on going for the loop here. You can see that this has got a chain like this. This is the front and this is the back. So we will just insert it through the back loop. So you will get a design like this. See, you get a ribbed design like this. So I am going for that. It's not necessary that you do like this. You can take this and go through the entire stitch, but this has a better look. So I'll be just poking it through the back stitch, back loop like this. So I'll be making an increase here, that is I'll be going for 2 HDCs. Now for the next, I'll be making just 1 HDC. Again it is 2. Again 1. Again it is an increase. And we have to repeat it till we reach this point. So by the time we reach here, we get 30. So I'll just read the next. For the fourth row, we have to make an increase, then 1 HDC for the next 2. Again increase 1 HDC for the next 2, and we have to repeat it till we get 40 HDC. You can see the difference here. Here we are making an increase in all the HDCs of the previous row. For the next row, we are making an increase, then 1 HDC, again increase, again 1 HDC, and method is repeated. For the next row, we are making an increase, then we are increasing the gaps between 2 increases. That is, so you can see this difference. We are making an increase here, then 1 HDC for the next 2, again increase, then 1 HDC for the next 2, and we repeat this, and by the time we finish 4th row, it is 40 HDC. Then again for the next row, we have to make an increase, then 1 HDC for the next 3. See, you can see that we are increasing the gaps between 2 increases. Here it was 1 HDC, again increase, again 1 HDC. Here we are increasing by 2 gaps, and here we are making an increase after 3 stitches. Like that we have to keep on doing it. We have to increase the circle till we get the measurement of around 4 to 4.5 inch. So I am not elaborating on this because I have earlier discussed in detail how to make a flat circle. I'll be giving you the link in the description box. You can just have a look into that. So here you can see that I have made a flat circle here, and you can see that the diameter is 4.5, just above that. This is only because I have completed a circle. So you need not worry about the number of rounds, because it depends on the stitch that you are using. If you are using a single crochet, the number of stitches, number of rows will be more by the time you get this 4.5 inch. If you are using a DC, that is double crochet, you will be getting lesser number of rows by the time you complete this 4.5 inches. So the main thing that is important is we have to go for this measurement. That is around, it should be, the dia should be between 4 to 4.5 inch. Now, once we get the flat circle, we have to stop increasing now. Now what we have to do is no more increases, and we have to keep making 1 HDC in all these stitches, all the HDCs of the previous row. So I'll just show you. I'm making a single HDC in all the HDCs of the previous row. No more increases. Now you can see that this is turning into a bowl like this. Now I have made 2 such rows without any increase. So I made it the same number of stitches, and then I have made 1 HDC in each of the HDC of the previous row. I have made 2 such rows, and you can see that it has become a bowl like this. So we have to keep repeating this process, and we have to make around 6 rows like this without any increases, and by the time we complete around 6 stitches, 6 rows like this, it will take this shape. You can see that it has taken the shape of a baby hat like this. See, so here I have made a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 rows. 18 rows. Of the 18 rows, these 5 to 6 rows, you can see that 5 to 6 rows, it is of this diameter. You can see we need that 5-6 rows in the beginning to reach that 4 to 4.5 inch dia, and then after that, when we keep making 6 to 7 rows without any increase, it takes this shape. So you can stop the hat here itself. This looks quite pretty, but in order to make it more beautiful, I'll just show you how to make the scallops like this. You can see this small scallops at the bottom. It adds to the beauty of this baby hat. So I'll be making the scallop with a lighter color so that you can see it properly. So I introduce a new color. I'll be making a single crochet in the next stitch. So I have made 4 double crochets in the next stitch. Now in the next stitch I'll be making a single crochet. Again in the next I'll be making 4 double crochets. So here I am going through the entire, I am taking both the loops, 2, 3 and 4. Now for the next, I'll be making a single crochet again. Again 4 double crochets. Again a single crochet in the next stitch. See? So we have to repeat the same step till we reach this end, and finally you will get a hat like this with tiny scallops at the edge. So this is the finished product. I hope you like seeing it, and it's a quite easy task, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this, and I hope you will definitely support me with your likes, shares and subscriptions. I'll be coming back with similar videos very soon. So till my next video, it is Tata bye bye from me. Have a nice day. Thank you.